So today in this week's news, we have a little bit of a sneak peek for new bills that are proposed in Nevada. We're also talking about a recent court case that came aboard involving caregivers and municipality. And we're also going to discuss a little bit about the potential crackdown on the black market that was recently reported by some news outlets. So first, just a little tidbit from the state of Nevada. They recently proposed a bill that would change the decision-making power for issuing licenses there from the taxation department to a 5-member board that is appointed by the governor. It's very interesting to see, as you know, in Michigan, we translated from a licensing board to now the Marijuana Regulatory Agency, which is issuing decisions. So obviously each state's different, and they're going to have their own reasons for doing so, but it's just interesting seeing the criticisms and complaints that were happening from the licensing board here in Michigan going away from that, whereas Nevada is actually changing things around, going from a department review and approval to a 5-person licensing board. So to be seen how things shake up there and if that makes the process there more efficient. What we've seen here from the Marijuana Regulatory Agency, though, is now, without having a licensing board meeting every month, they are rolling through decisions a bit faster, so we applaud the agency for doing that. The second bit of news is regarding caregiver conduct in municipalities. There was a court case, City of Warren versus Bezzy, which involved basically, this has been one of the questions that has plagued the MMMA and caregiver conduct versus municipalities for years. But basically, the question is, how much can a city enforce its policies, its ordinances against caregiver conduct? The particular city in question issued 3 ordinance violations for failure to have a safety inspection, for noxious odors and nuisances, and also for operating a business in violation of the law. What this Court of Appeals held was that the city's ordinance was preempted by the MMMA, meaning that all of these regulations that touched on the caregivers' medical use of marijuana and cultivation did not apply, therefore they couldn't give ordinance violations just for engaging in what state law allows you to do. There's another case pending before our Supreme Court, DeRuyter versus Byron Township, and finally, it hasn't been scheduled for a court decision yet, but as soon as we have that, there will be definite, more final guidance on that question. And then finally, just wanted to mention the potential crackdown on the black market in Michigan. There's been a few news outlets that have reported that the Marijuana and Tobacco Investigation Section, which right now does background checks for the Marijuana Regulatory Agency, is also going to be working with local law enforcement and prosecutors to crack down on the alleged black market operations that are going on in Michigan. There's been word about delivery services, gifting, certain conduct by unlicensed companies and individuals that have kind of been a little bit buzzworthy lately. So this is just an additional piece that we are going to see how that plays out.